Good morning, guys. Whew, if only my live videos worked as well as my coffee maker. Hang on, I'm just gonna go in and make sure that we're all there. I'm live on my business page and not on my personal page. The longer I do Facebook videos, the more that I know that I'm imperfect at them and that there's gonna be an issue. I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna share this over to my creative group. If you're not a member of my creative group, it is called Creating with Celine, and I put a lot more content there than I put here on my business page. Good morning, Caroline. Yay! Caroline's my friend from the Netherlands. It's so nice to see you here this morning. Here you go. I'm just gonna share in a group. So I just need 1 second to make all that happen. So if you're not a member of my creative group, I probably put the most content there because it's so easy for me to share the information. Good morning, Glenda. So we had a whole bunch of people share last week's video. Good morning, Sandra. God bless you. How is everybody this morning? And I put all their names in a box. Oh, these boxes are awesome. They're from Stampin' Up. They have like they're food safe, but I'm sure that it's not food safe now that I've had stuff in it. So maybe I'll make an ornament and stick it in there. But this is from last week's video, and I said that anybody who would share my video would get this. So next week I'm gonna raffle off the Warm-Hearted Hostess stamp set. So if you would like to receive the Warm-Hearted Hostess set, all you have to do is click share and then make a comment that you shared the video, and I will put you in the little white box. Actually, maybe this should be the box every week that I draw out of. But I'm just gonna not look and flip them around, see, shake it up. And the winner from last week's video is, make sure I only have one, I'm not looking, Janice. So Janice Clear, thank you, Glenda. So Janice Clear, you won the box from last week with the light inside, the scrapbooking light. It has a little magnet on the bottom. It's very cool. It was one of my retreat gifts at my last Stampin' Up retreat. I did a craft fair this past weekend, and I met 5 new friends. It happened to be like all the other vendors in the room. There were 25 vendors, and 5 of them are my new buddies here in the creative group. And I got a whole bunch of stuff done. All of my unfinished projects were done, which is fabulous. And last week we worked on with shimmer paste for my club. I want you to see that card again. It's so pretty. And I'm gonna flip the camera so that it's not backwards here in a minute, but I want you to see the detail on this. Shimmer paste is totally fun, and one of the things that I thought it would be really fun for would be to mix it with either Dazzling Diamonds glitter, or if you have the shimmer glimmer paste, it already has the Dazzling Diamonds in it. But anyway, we have this new cupcake set coming, and can you just see making frosting with the shimmer paste and mixing it with re-inker? Oh, I'm so excited. So what I'm gonna do next is, well, yeah, I'm gonna flip the camera because it'll be easier for us to have a chat. I wanna show you what I've been up to. Since I got home from vacation, I have been working like crazy. I have a class this week on Thursday, and then 2 weeks from last Sunday, so it's less than 2 weeks, I have a 16 card all occasions card class with all brand new samples from the new occasions catalog. I chose 4 stamp sets, so it's basically like 4 complete classes in one day. Now, the original idea of doing a class like that is so that my downline will have samples that they can copy. But we do have demonstrators from all over the country that get their packets to go, and they use the classes in their own businesses, and I'm totally okay with that. In fact, I do a PDF document, and a video so that you can be the expert when you go to stamp. And that PDF document does not have my contact details on it. So if you want to use it as your class sheets, you have my permission when you purchase the class. So I'll show you a couple of sneak peeks from that and some from this week's Christmas card class. It's actually the last one of the year. Isn't it pretty? I'll flip the camera so that you can see it properly. And then we'll get going. So hang on one second. I'm going to flip the camera. Oh, actually, you know what? I should put my clip down. I think I've showed you the clip before, but ready? Ooh, this is how I do videos. I've got just a little clip, and I clip it on to this little box that I made. Yes, I like to play with power tools. My husband, I had the screw gun and I was up on a chair when I made this. I don't know if I told this story on the live, but I was up on a chair with a screw gun and my husband comes through the door and he's like, "Give me that." And I'm like, I am well able to handle a screw gun. So hang on one second. I'm gonna put this at the table and we'll have a look at some upcoming classes first. Let me get that out of the way. And I'll let you have a little sip of coffee. Good morning, Shirley. Good to see you. Okay, so this is my class for Thursday. Now, it's both in person and to go. And when you purchase the class, you get all the things that you need pre-cut. The bows will be tied pretty for you. And you get them in a packet and they're mailed to your door. Or you can take it in person here at 9 a.m. on Thursday morning or at 6:30 p.m. Everybody who comes to the class, we do it live. And then after I have the class in person, I do a video with tips and tricks on things that people may have had trouble with. And we'll just show a sneak peek. Isn't that pretty? I love the way it all comes together. And these are the cards. So that's Thursday. And that particular class is free with any minimum order over $25 in my class. I mean, in my Stampin' Up page. So if you're a long distance, you can get the class for free just by placing an order. The stamp set number and everything is in the advertisement. And if you need the information, just let me know. It uses this paper that's not in any catalog. It's called the Dashing Along. And did you see that? There's 4 sheets of one double-sided design per package. So there's 3 double-sided designs. That's the first design. And then the back has this awesome newsprint in green, which is kind of cool, garden green. And then this is the second pattern. I used actually both sides of the sheet because I thought it was so pretty. We used the stripes and the star bursts. It made it really easy to prep this class because there was 4 of each instead of 2. I like the way Stampin' Up did that. I'd be buying the paper more often if they did that. But this package of paper is not in any catalog, but it is available for sale. And the item number is 149903. I made myself a note so I wouldn't forget. And it's $11, and you get 4 sheets of each of 2 double-sided of the double-sided patterns. 4 sheets of each of 3 double-sided patterns. That's what I wanted to say. So that was that's again Thursday's class. I'm going to put that to the side for a minute. And I want to show you some sneak peeks of December 16th. So December 16th, so this class, for example, I'll do the video and then the 9-page documents. You get a picture of the card, the directions, and the dimensions. Everything I cut, all the dimensions in this PDF document. And on the back, there's a shopping list of each card and what you would need to make just that card. And at the end, the last page, the 9th page, is a complete shopping list of everything I used for the whole class if you're going to replicate it at home. So it's a lot of work that goes into it, but it's available both to my customers and plenty of other demonstrators buy my directions, or they actually buy a kit so that they can have everything pre-cut so that when they rerun the class with their customers, they can do it. So with that, I selected 4 stamp sets from the new catalog. This one is Piece of Cake. I haven't designed with this one yet, so I will put it to the side, but I am planning to use piece of cake with this new gingham pattern designer paper for the quarterly, and that class is on December 16th, and it's available to everyone. It's $49, but my team gets a bit of a discount. This one is designed needle and thread, and it comes with really pretty framelits that make these cool patterns on your cardstock. Look at that. So you run it through the framelit once and you get that pattern. So everything would be pre-done for you, but these are a little sneak peek of that quarterly that's going to be on December 16th. You could make these cards for friends and actually just mail them out. They'd be a great Christmas gift. The third class, I've only designed one card for that one, and it uses this awesome new butterfly set. This set, the stamps come so that, like, for example, the butterfly and the butterfly are on top of each other. You stamp them, and then you punch them out with the punch, and you get both pieces. This particular butterfly came out of the designer paper that matches for celebration. So there's your celebration reward. Oh, Janice is here. Janice, you won that raffle from last week, so you can come by and grab your light if you want, or if you want me to mail it, let me know. Just send me your address in a private message. So this is the first card of this suite. I still have 3 more to design, and that will be at the quarterly on December 16th at Harmony Hall in Drake, or I can ship it right to your door. And then this last set are all guy cards, and oh my gosh, this is probably my favorite one. I am so excited about the guy cards in this class. So everything will be pre-cut, pre-embossed, and we can make them all on December 16th. It's stamp a stack of cards, and you can either give them as a gift, you can copy them as classes for the next 4 months, or you can just enjoy them and send them up. So that's pretty cool. So, whew, that was a lot. I think I need a sip of coffee. What do you guys think? All right. I'll never have perfectly white teeth because I drink way too much coffee. All right, so for this card, we're going to come back to this. Isn't this beautiful? This is using shimmer paste. And shimmer paste actually comes in 3 different, this one's the silver. And normally it's meant to be used with our, they're like plastic templates, and you sort of spackle over and make a background with them. But I'm going to use them a little bit differently. What happened this week was I was nervous that I was going to run out of the shimmer paste. And the shimmer paste is basically the regular plain embossing paste, but it has dazzling diamonds in it. Can you see it? So when I ran out this week for my club, or actually last week for my club, I took the plain one and I scooped some dazzling diamonds into it and mixed it up, and it made the same thing. But you can do that. You can take the plain one, add dazzling diamonds, add re-inker. Actually, at the end, maybe we'll play. I want to see what it looks like on the top of that celebration cupcake. But I want to show you last week's card first. So this is the, I forget what it's called. I guess it's not important. This stamp set's is gonna carry over. I know that, but I don't know if the framelits will. I have to tell you, it's so awesome. All I'm doing here is I'm taking this little die cut tree, and I'm taking these branches and flipping them up. And as you do it, it looks like, it's so cool. It looks like penguin feet. But I don't want to just do a 90-degree angle. I kind of want to make like little C's, like a tree would be in nature. It doesn't sit like a 90-degree angle. It sits like, you know. Good morning, Jennifer. So good to see everybody. I really enjoy Tuesday mornings because I get to talk to you guys, and then I'm going to go over and have a chat with my team. Tomorrow is the day the demonstrators can pre-order from the new catalog, and I'm super excited. So I can't wait to hear what they're going to order and share with them what I'm what's the first thing on my radar to order. But I do have some things in-house already because I went to the conference in November on stage. Okay, so all of these are flipped up. And now it's looking more like a dimensional tree. Let me see if I can show you. Well, that one could be, these could be sticking up a little bit more, huh? Okay, so just so that the paste will sit on top, okay? So I'm gonna move this out of the way, and then I will tell you, it's a godsend to have the backing from the designer paper, and I found throughout the week that the white ones are kind of shiny, and if you have to stamp on it as well. Oh, thank you, Sandra. Yes, it's called In the Woods. I'm like Dory. I would forget my name if it wasn't like pinned to my Facebook profile. So the one that's made out of cardboard is actually better for this than the white paper because we did stamp afterwards to make the card. Here, let me show you. That's the card. And the ink was kind of messy on the paper, and then it was kind of getting on the white of the tree. So if you're playing with shimmer paste, use the backing from your designer paper, but use the brown ones. They're better. So I'm going to grab the shimmery white embossing paste for this because it already has the dazzling diamonds in, and I'm going to take just a little bit. And you want to be ready with a paper towel, and of course I'm not. Oh yeah, I am. This is paper towel on the table. And you just want to kind of like swipe down. It's a very fast thing. It looks fancy, but it's like the easiest thing ever. My club loved this. I had texts on my phone the next morning, right after the first time I did this with them. So you just kind of get it kind of goopy on there. And then you have to set it aside to dry. So I leave it right on the paper, and what I did in club was I had a bunch of these, and I would just write their name on the top of the paper so that they would know which one was theirs. Whoop. And then I'm going to just do down the side because on this particular tree, I'm going to stick them together. That one is the top. And then this one, Janice will have to catch up offline. I don't know what I'll be doing Friday at 11 just yet. So, but we will. Just give me a call when you're ready to come by and we'll work it out. All right, so I'm going to go down the sides. And now this is ready to kind of set aside. But I also did the ground here. And so what I'm going to do to make the ground is I'm going to rip my paper towards me and then flip it over so that the torn side is face up. You see that kind of rough texture? It actually also just about looks like, you know, snow fell on the ground. So it gives it that effect even before we get started. And then I'm going to flatten this out. That's a lot. I'm going to put a little bit back. Flatten this out and put it on nice and flat to start, like a nice even flat layer. And I'm not afraid to get it on there either. When my club is here, they're only here for an hour, so I cautioned them not to make it too goopy or that they would have to grab a sleeping bag and stay over. But now I'm going to take this and put a little bit of whipped cream frosting on it. Yeah, the embossing paste. And I'm going to make it like real drifts of snow. So I might even go in and paint with that just a little bit. Don't be afraid to get the bottom of your paper. See how it's like going off the paper right here? So many people in the actual class missed the very bottom here, so you want to make sure that the shimmer paste goes all the way to the bottom or your card might look funny. So this one is going to take a long time to dry, but that's okay because I've got time today. And then right away you want to kind of clean this off with a paper towel and get it completely off of your palette knife. They come, I think they're like $5, and they come all 3 tools. This one would be the easiest for putting it over the templates with the holes. This one and this one I used interchangeably in the class last week to do this technique. So, by the power of TV, we're dry. Ooh. So I'm going to put that over to the side because you know that I'll make a mess with it. And here we go. Here's all our dry pieces. These are actually from last week. So I took that piece that was left over, this piece, and I stamped the Thinking of You this season and punched it out, and then I discarded this extra piece. And then I'm going to put Fast Fuse. Now, Fast Fuse is still available in refills on the demonstrator on my webpage. If you need a dispenser, I do have them, so always reach out to me if you need one. It is my favorite adhesive, so I'm continuing to use it, but I only put the adhesive down the middle, and then I put my Christmas tree together. Super simple. And I stamped a line of trees from that In the Woods. Again, thanks, Sandra. I forgot the name, but I'm back now. Woohoo. And here we go. I'm going to stick the ground on that I made, the dimensional ground, and there's a little border here. And then this, I'm going to turn that heat off. It gets so loud in here. This, I know that my sentiment's going to go here, but it's going to go up on dimensionals. I put some on the table. I know I did. Aha! There they are. I put a lot on the table. So we'll put some dimensionals on the back of this. Hi, Susan. Good to see everybody this morning. I don't know about you, but people wonder about me, but I use so many dimensionals, and here's the deal why. There's nothing worse than just putting one on either end and then having like some sag in the middle. You put the card away, or it goes to the florist, and then I pull it out of the card bin and I find that one side is drooped down. When I use dimensionals, I use them like crazy, but I'm not gonna peel them all off. It's really just about getting it to the right height. So I'll just peel off 3 or 4 here, and then that'll be ready to stick on my project. I'm gonna leave that right there. I'm going to put my tree on next, and Fast Fuse works great for this. If you don't have Fast Fuse, the liquid glue is good, but I would just use like a few little dots. Oh, Sandra, I love that you can join me too. It's always a pleasure when I get to actually spend time with you. And this is the best because Sandra is in my group, and she lives in Florida now, and I never get to spend time with her anymore, so thank goodness for the internet, because it gives us the opportunity to do this. So I'm going to put a sticky adhesive here, and then I'm going to lay my ribbon so that it's sort of like flat together, and then both pieces can stick down. And this has the adhesive already showing because we did the adhesive on the back. And here we go. Oh, I like that the ribbon's coming out the bottom. That's sort of different than the other cards that I've done with it. I can never make the cards the same way twice. Good morning, Connie. Good morning, Jerry. Okay, so now I could really use to trim that ribbon because it's going to be funny in the envelope otherwise. Oh, and my scissors are a little bit sticky from the shimmer paste, so hopefully they cut right. By the way, if you get that shimmer paste stuck to your table, you're going to need a Brillo pad. So really take care when you're protecting your work surface. Now these are probably my favorite thing of the season, and actually this card class that I have going Thursday uses just these as the card base. I didn't have to make card bases because they came ready-made with an envelope. You get 20 of them for $9.50, and They have plenty of them right now in both silver and gold. I am stuck on the silver these days. Maybe it's because I can't wear silver. I'm allergic to nickel. So I have to wear gold jewelry, so I'm going to use silver in my crafting. So now I have this, and I can just, let me see. I thought I made a border. I guess I didn't on this one. That's okay. So we're just going to cover it up to the white. And that's it. It's simple and it's beautiful. The biggest thing that it would need is just a little bit of time to dry. So you could do the shimmer paste at night and then come back to your crafting in the morning. So go ahead and share this video this week. And the prize from the raffle is the Warm-Hearted stamp set. And I will send this off to somebody when we do our drawing next week. When I can see your shares, I will put your name in my awesome magic box and we'll draw again next week. So it was awesome spending some time with you today, and I hope that you give the embossing paste a try. It's really fabulous stuff to work with, and this is a different way to do it. Can you just see it on top of the cupcakes from Celebration? Oh my gosh. It's going to be so beautiful. This is the cupcake set. I can just imagine making the foamy paste stuff in pink. Just mix a little re-inker in and then make the top of the cupcake. Hey, there's something else I want to show you. Speaking of Celebration. Starting with the new catalog, and I'm going to see if I can zoom in here because this is kind of important. Starting with the new catalog, we're going to change from clear mount to cling, and I was really nervous at convention when they mentioned this. I was literally having heart palpitations, like, oh my gosh, they're doing away with clear mount stamps, but they're not actually. This is still the red rubber, and it's still clear mount, but what the difference is it's in the sticker. So the new clear mount is going to be called Cling. And it's absolutely fantastic. So this is a Celebration stamp set that's coming. And can I just say, my nephews are going to go crazy for this. My nephew James in particular is a frog fanatic. So this is the Cling Mount sticker. And I'm going to peel back the protective coating on the sticker. And then I'm going to find the coordinating stamp here. So this is how you put them together. Next, I always trim my stamps. So if you were to come to a class here in my studio, I never want you to have a halo, is what we call it in stamping. You would end up with this like edge that would show up if you push too hard into the ink. So instead, I'm going to give that halo a trim and trim it off. Now, I want you to be real specific about this. I only cut the red rubber. I am not cutting the underpad, because when you put this stamp on a block and you go to stamp against it, you want the underpad to be there to be behind your stamp. Otherwise, you wouldn't have enough support to get the full image in. So if you over trim, it's not good. But I'm just cutting the red rubber like ring that goes around the image. And here I'm going to give the whole thing a trim, because I don't want to put it on the cling until I've trimmed my stamps, because those cling stickers are super, super sticky. I mean, they really cling. So I'm very, very excited about the new Cling Mount, which is just a fancy name for the clear mount. I was all horrified thinking that they were getting rid of clear mount. Now they are getting rid of the wood mount, except for background stamps, starting with the Occasions catalog. And I can't wait until I can put stickers on the back of all of my stamps, because now they firmly grip, which is really exciting. So here's my my frog guy, my frog dude. Woohoo! All right, and then now that the sticker is exposed, I have kind of a runway. I'm going to sit down so I can actually see. I've been standing. But you drop it onto the stamp the way that they cut the sticker. Like that. Okay? Now I can stand back up. So then you peel it off the sticker. You can see how sticky it is just peeling it back. Look. Super, super cling mount. So when you put this on a block, it doesn't come off. And if you just try to lift it off, you'll probably pull your rubber stamp apart. To get these to come off, you definitely want to go from the edge and pull back. Can you hear that? It is super clingy, sticky, awesome. And then that will make it very easy to store, because no longer will I put the stickers in the back of the casing, but now I'm actually gonna use the stickers and stick them to my case and flip it over, and then I can see my images on the back of my stamp set. So I'm super excited about that. Like, super excited. Oh my gosh. Here, let's come back and have a chat. Woo! So that was pretty exciting. I showed you a lot of stuff. This week's class, one more peek, and we did the shimmer paste card. Woo! I have a few more of those to stick together, and then all of my Christmas stuff is done. So I'm going to start looking at some of the new stuff and seeing if I can inspire you guys to try out your new stuff. It's very fun. It's like Christmas opening a box of pre-orders. So Christmas is coming early here at the studio. Someone just sent me a private message asking me about my hair clip. I found these at a craft fair and I love it, but I was at a family party last Saturday and my mother didn't recognize me. My mother. I said, Mom, can I take that plate for you? And she was like, I was like, no, really, it's okay. And so she called me on the phone yesterday to tell me how cute my hair looks in the clip. So you always have to listen to your mom. So that's why I put it in. But yeah, I can send you a link to that lady's hair clip thing. And if you're interested in this week's class, just send me a private message and I'll get you the link to it. If you're on my email list, it went out last night. And then the quarterly signups, yes, I got a couple of messages while we were talking here, private messages. I can put the quarterly out as well. That's a 16 card class and it will be on December 16th. And I'm all excited to get the last 7 cards designed so that I can get going on that prep and get them out in the mail as soon as possible. So that's about it for today. I am going to jump over and hang out with my team for a bit. I do a Tuesday live for them. Different talk with them, but I'm excited to see them too. So Jerry, I'll see you over there. And I hope you have a great week, and I will see you here next Tuesday. Hopefully at 10 o'clock, knock on wood. I know I was a few minutes late, but I'm telling you, the more I do those Facebook Lives, the more I know I need a little help, with the technology piece of it. It's never perfect, but so much love to you guys, and thanks for being so cool. Bye, guys.